Administration students, my name is Caroline Manny and I am your library liaison librarian. Try to say that 10 times fast. And I have been asked to put together a video for you to show you how to use our library resources. So this is just a general video to show you how to access and use library resources for your program. We're going to start out here on Midway's homepage. And from here, I'm going to show you how to get to the libraries page. You just go to Quick Links right here. You go about halfway down the column and you see the link for the library. When you click on that, it takes you to this page and you scroll down and you see this yellow box that says Library Services. When you click on that, it takes you to the library's webpage. From the library's webpage, you can search in one of two ways. You can always do a quick search for any topic right here in this search box. So you could search for healthcare administration right here. Obviously, that's way too broad of a topic, but you could type in whatever your search term is right there. And then notice that it gives you this drop down. So you would have the option of searching for just articles, just books. That would give you books that are in the library physically. In other words, you've got to come to the library and get them. Or if you choose search everywhere, that'll search for both books and articles. I'm going to show you search articles real quick because I want to show you one other thing associated with that. When I click on search articles, it comes back and it says no records found. And that's crazy because this is a really broad topic and it should have found thousands of articles. Well, you've got to pay attention to this yellow box right here. You have to be signed in to use the library resources. So you click on sign in, you choose the first login link, and if you're not already logged into logged into My Midway, it'll take you to the My Midway login page and it'll ask you for your username and password. I'm already logged into My Midway, so it just gave me my results. And you can see healthcare administration, way too broad of a term, brings up 3,158,121 results. So obviously that's crazy. I can limit my search by suggested subjects right here. But obviously you would be starting out with a more specific search than I did. So that's one way that you can search the library resources. You can just use this quick search box. But I want to show you an even better way that's been designed specifically for healthcare administration students. If you look right here under Research Guides, you'll see that we have a research guide for every topic that we teach here at Midway, including healthcare administration. So if you click on the healthcare administration link, that takes you to your healthcare administration resources. All the resources that are associated with healthcare administration are right here on this page. And you can access them all with these blue links right here. The first thing you'll see if you click on Find News are RSS feeds from some important peer-reviewed journals and magazines on healthcare administration. And you'll notice that these are up-to-date articles. I'm filming this video on July 13th, 2018, and I've got articles right from that date. Why is Find News a useful tool? Sometimes if you're having trouble trying to figure out what you want to write about in your class, you could look at some of these really important healthcare administration journals and maybe get some ideas on the current topics of what's going on in your subject area, and that might give you an idea what you want to write about. Also, we highly recommend that you make a habit of reading the news that is on this page because this is your future profession and you should be reading the current events in your future profession. So we try to make it easy by putting all the important journals right here for you. And your professors often suggest journals for us to add there, so this page is constantly changing. The next link that you'll see is Find Websites. One of the things that happens when you're doing research is sometimes you'll find something on a website, but you have to judge for yourself, is this a reputable website? Because anybody can post anything on the web, and you can't tell whether they're really an expert or whether they're just shooting off their mouth. The websites that you have here under Find Websites, these have been vetted by your professors to be reputable websites. So you can count on these to give you good information for your research papers. And you'll see we have Best Bets. We have some Kentucky resources specifically, some federal resources, some professional organizations for healthcare management, and probably most importantly, we have a tab where you can get statistics about healthcare administration. A lot of the times in your papers, your professors will say, you need to be specific, you need to give specific numbers. This is a good place where you can get statistics that give you those specific numbers. Okay, the next thing that you will find is Find Video. Sometimes it is interesting to look at a video that is relevant to the topic of your research. And we have two sources of scholarly videos, again, that have been vetted and are determined to be reliable sources of videos. So you can always use those for your research papers. And now we're going to get down to the most important link, Find Articles. When you click on that, you will see all the databases that are specific to healthcare administration. You can click on any of these depending on your topic. If your topic is more nursing and hospital medical related, you might want to use CINAHL Complete, which is a medical allied health nursing type of database. If your topic is more business related, more administration related, you might want to use the Business Searching Interface or Business Search Premier. And if you want to just start out with something general, you can always start out with Academic Search Complete. What happens when you click on that? You will have to log in. That's just my Midway email and my Midway email password. And once I'm logged in, I get to this search box where I can type in my search term. Once again, I'm just going to type in this really broad search term. And I get 11,328 articles using that way too broad search term. I can narrow those down by limiting to full text. When I check that box, I go down to 6,000 articles. When I limit to full text, that means I'm going to get only things that I can see immediately. I can limit by year. Right now I'm getting articles from between 1915 to 2018. In healthcare, you want to keep your articles to the most recent 5 years. So I'm going to make 2013 be my first year. And when I limit to 2013 to 2018, you'll see my results are reduced again to 1,904. Then I can limit my results to academic journals only, in other words, peer-reviewed journals. And that limits, gets me even fewer articles. And then sometimes it's valuable to limit by geography. For example, maybe I only want results for things that are going on in the United States. So if I check that, then that limits my results even more. Once I have limited my results, let's suppose that this is a really interesting article to me. All I have to do is click right here to get the full text in a PDF. There it is right there. So I can either read it, or I can go right here and print it, or I can go right here and download it. Now, I want to show you one other really useful tool. When I'm on this page with the article that I really liked, Suppose that I decide that I'm going to use this in my paper. Well, you've got to cite the things that you use, right? Using APA format. And there isn't really a whole lot of people who really like to figure out how to cite things in APA. Well, this tool makes it really easy to do that. If you go over here to this side toolbar and hover right here over this icon, you'll see it says Cite. When I click on that, it shows me all the different citation styles. I can scroll down to APA, and all I have to do is copy and paste that into my bibliography page, and that is the proper bibliographic citation for this article. I don't have to figure anything out. It's right there done for me. So that's fantastic. Okay, that's how Find Articles works. You can also look for ebooks for your topics. Some students say to me whenever I say that, they're like, I don't really want to look at a whole book because I just don't have time for that. I'd rather stick to articles. Well, the really good thing about ebooks is if you're looking for a particular subject inside an ebook, you get to download the ebook as a PDF, and then you can search the PDF using the term that you're looking for and just go directly to the pages in that book that talk about that topic, and you can just scan those. So with ebooks, it's really easy to use a book because you can scan it really easily. And then lastly, you've got Find Books. And if you search here, that's another place where you can search for books that are physically located in Little Memorial Library. So you would have to come to the library to pick up those books if you found one that you liked. That is basically everything you need to know about using the library resources for healthcare administration. If you have any questions or you need any help in any of your research for your healthcare administration classes, don't hesitate to contact me, Caroline Manny. You can email me at kmanny@midway.edu, or you can email the library in general at library@midway.edu. We love to help you, so don't hesitate to ask me any questions that you've got. Thanks.